And it's like that. Positive energy. Calm. Positive. Calm. Yeah. Calm. Yeah. You see me, might sound hard than a trap, but I ain't gonna talk no gibberish. I'll talk facts about how we've all been lied to, but we don't care about that. Constant distractions, all setbacks with iPhones and iPads, all that crap. Can't get rid of it, even though at times I'm a hypocrite, struggling, but I never tell myself I'm gonna quit. League of my own, I'm hardly seen around of that ghost. Third eyes open like nobody knows I'm crazy. To most people don't know, so I speak my mind, cause that's what I chose. Gonna talk real talk, then I expose, cause I got a lot to say, cause I know not just that, the feelings inside most. Like, it's positive energy. I'm about that positive energy. I know that positive energy, that's what I'm bringing, and that's what I'm meant to be. Yeah, positive energy. Yeah, positive energy. Yeah, positive energy, that's what I'm on, and that's what I'm meant to be. I'm about that positive energy. I know that positive energy. I'm like positive energy, that's what I'm bringing.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Ross Barnett Show. Hope everybody is good out there. Boy, we got a couple of people saying good evening already, man. Jolene, Donna, Jade, what's going on? Barnett, what going on, blood?
Why, not much, you know. Went to that event, didn't we, on Saturday?
Yeah. Big up to Wiley, and this is boxing. His business partner, Ant, as well.
Yeah.
Wicked event, man. You had a good time, yeah?
Yeah, I want to go to the next one.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
And Wiley, thank you for hooking us up as well, man.
Big up to Wiley.
Where we were sat, where for me was the place to be in it.
Yeah, we had the best seat
in the house. Us and Matty, who was across from us.
Yeah. Salute to Matty as well.
Because we could look into the ring and we could see every shot coming from the left and the right, where other people that were down couldn't see as much as what we could see.
Yeah, there were some good fights as well.
Yeah, it was good, wicked fights.
Yeah,
best fight.
Which one
for you,
bro? The best fight for me, was that fight. It was kind of early on, and it was where there was blood drawn, and it was the fight where you said like you thought the guy was gonna win, and he got turned over, bro.
The guy, the Nassim Hamid kind of style.
Yeah.
His hands were low.
Yeah.
No guard, just bang, bang.
Nah. Actually, that weren't the best fight. The best fight was the fight with Charlie.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Charlie was the best fight.
Charlie went in, innit?
Oh, man.
Dash man out the ring, everything. I see man fall on their back. Do you know what? That looked painful, though, you know?
Yeah. Because Twain Plum was there from Gogglebox, and he sent me a WhatsApp video because he was down at ringside. He sent me it and showed me it from his angle, and he showed the guy. The fall was long.
Yeah.
And it took about a minute and a half before they could decide if the fight was going to go on. But yeah, big up to the This Is Boxing team. Great event. Yeah, just a different. Do you know, it's just a breath of fresh air going to a boxing event where it's all good vibes.
Yeah,
you got people from different sides of London, all there just to have a good time.
Yeah.
I've been to a few boxing events where it's just been rowdy and fights continuously, but everyone got to enjoy the fight. Everyone got to enjoy the entertainment in between, which was, spot on.
It was
and
good.
We got followed home, didn't we? By the lightning.
Who? Oh, yeah. So there was a thunderstorm. It was kind of over, like, Reading way, innit?
Yeah. And it followed us all the way home.
Yeah. But no, it was a wicked event, man. There was enough people. I reckon. Who do you reckon topped it for you performance wise? I'm gonna say Western, innit? Western went in. They actually went in when they was in the ring as well. That's when I seen the crowd the most turn up, innit?
Was it them and that Jumanji guy?
Be young.
Yeah, and the thing is, nobody knew who he was until the music started playing, and everyone started going mad. But I'm gonna say for me, FuchaMan and Little Alfie and Deep Green and Matthew. Preem.
Well, listen, folks, man. If you're just coming in, welcome. We see everybody in the comments. What's up to Rajinder, Raj, Majahid, Kim Strange? Thank you, Kim. Evening to Bettina, Jade, Marlon, my brother. Ross, Marlon, well, go on, brother. Ray, Evening to everybody, man. Thank you all for joining us this evening. This week's episode, we do have a guest, which is the FuchaMan. Fresh off the back of the amazing viral sensation, the So Much Love Challenge, which was started off by young Alfie. So yeah, they're going to be joining us, or the FuchaMan's going to be joining us at about 9:30. But yeah, man, in the meantime, we got a couple of topics to discuss. Evening to Gulshan. What's up, G? So yeah, man, there's been a couple of other things going on. I want to say big up to Nines. I don't know if you lot like UK hip hop, but Nines dropped his new album, Crop Circles. That album is hard. I'm liking that. I'm feeling that right now. J. Cole dropped the album. J. Cole got a tune called 1985. Have you heard that, bro?
No.
Where he's basically addressing a lot of the current rappers in the scene right now. He's not saying names, but he's describing today's new school rapper.
I think I may have heard it.
Okay.
I've heard parts of it. Because I can't remember what... Because I can't keep up. The only guy that I really keep up to date with is Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Okay.
But all these other little Zayn and little this and little that, I don't know who they are, but they had a video showing him basically talking trash about J. Cole. And then you got J. Cole, parts of J. Cole's tunes that were... relevant of what's going on today in the rap in the so-called hip hop game.
I don't listen to Tekashi, but whatever floats your boat. Big up to John Cannons. John, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Marie Thomas as well, from Bristol _VIP. Cannot forget the underscore, baby. When
underscore.
You actually, describe that crew and that movement. So yeah, man. So look, first topic we're gonna talk about this week is the 25th anniversary of the death of teenager Stephen Lawrence in South London. And a few days ago, Theresa May announced that the 22nd of April will officially be Stephen Lawrence Day.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of rumblings on social media about it. I think for the most part, most people understand and recognize why, it's a valuable day, I guess, to commemorate, or a valuable purpose, sorry, not so much day. But there has been a lot of talk online. Like, I seen some mad tweets, like, people questioning, why is this person given a day? People are doing the whole kind of straw man fallacy thing where you kind of present another character and you say, well, what about this person? But Barnett, what are your thoughts on Stephen Lawrence Day? Do you think that it was the right thing to do for the Prime Minister to give him a day?
Yeah, I think it is it was the right thing to do with what's happened in the whole case with his family, from the people that had committed the murder to the police all being basically corrupt and falsifying stories and stuff, and how hard his mum and father and other people in their community basically campaigned. I mean, it was a national thing. Everyone knew about it. I mean, I was 12 when that happened.
Yeah, 93.
Yeah,
1993.
I was 12.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of brought to light a lot of things, what was going on around in the UK for people of colour. Yeah,
it was a shock. I remember because we were quite young, but again, I think, like, for me, growing up in a city area, I just never really saw that type of vibe. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So when I did hear that he was killed and it was racially motivated, and I think the injustice that the family faced, that, like what Barnett's saying, all the crooked police cover up, the fact that these murderers basically got off with it, and to this day they haven't all been
only two were
convicted
of murder.
Yeah,
and the other 4 got off.
So.
But the whole documentary, because there's the latest documentary at the moment which I haven't watched, and then there was a documentary back in 2012, which was basically tracing the steps of how everything happened.
Yeah,
and it's just absolute madness, and it shows you all the corruption within the police force, and then that one person that got done, the police officer who got done, basically sold out then loads of other cops. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm taking you lot down with me as well. Everybody's stories never matched up, down to the parents. Some of the parents were lying for their kids as well.
Yeah.
So
it's really
madness.
it was a really sad story.
The thing is, like, growing up from people older than me, only a few, probably 5 years older than me, you would hear about these kind of racial attacks that would happen.
Yeah.
Up, obviously, a bit further, not that much further from where we were, like white hallways and those kind of things.
Fish ponds was a hotspot at one stage.
Yeah, you would hear about these kind of attacks and things, and I think when that's happened to Stephen, it kind of, made parents a bit more aware of actually not safe in a lot of parts of not just London and that, but Bristol.
Yeah, but there's been a lot that's happened historically. I think it's a positive thing that they're commemorating, what happened to him, and it's really just a opportunity for me from my perspective, to raise awareness, and to just remind people about the travesty that happened, and the unfortunate loss of this young man's life.
Yeah.
So but yeah, they was chatting crazy on Twitter, bruv. I seen people just saying all kinds of wild stuff. There was one particular young man who they kept drawing into it. I think it was a white guy, like teenager from up north. I think he was quite young, and I think he was killed by an Asian gang. And they just kept, like, a lot of people on Twitter, on the BBC's tweet, kept kind of highlighting this young guy as an example and saying, what about him? And I don't really know too much about his story, but from what I saw, I think the person who was the kind of ringleader of that gang, who was responsible for his death, had quite a checkered past. And, I think that it's important that people understand that, when the country, or when people recognize a death or, something that's happened, I don't think you should look at that and say, that's taking something away from another incident. It's not. It's like, people are just trying to pay respect to that particular incident. So, that's how I think people should look at it. I don't think people should be like, what about this? What about that? Like,
no, because I mean, his mum and dad had to work so hard because the justice system weren't working how it should have been done. Yeah. And for me, it was because of the colour of the family and the colour of Stephen. That's why.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show you that a lot of these police people, you can't trust them at all.
It's sad.
You can't trust them, and I'm gonna say that. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't trust them. Period. Do you know what I mean? And like his mate Dwayne, he's traumatized for life.
So he's
traumatized for life, man. Come on.
So I have, like, offline amongst kind of, closer groups of people, had discussions and heard people's comments about Dwayne.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and it's I mean, he went through a lot. That's all I'll say about that. I don't even really want to get into the commentary people were giving, but you can understand that he's had a tough time. He's had a tough time, definitely. But look, man, let's move on, because we haven't got much time. We've got a lot to talk about. And of course, folks, if you just tuned in, welcome. We've got the FuchaMan coming up later on. So the next thing we're going to talk about is, in the last few days, the birth of the new prince. Barnett, how do you feel about this? Kate and Prince William welcomed their third child, their second son.
You sound so interested.
In line to the throne. Not of Zamunda of England.
Oh, forget that.
You don't want to chat about it, weren't it?
I don't know. Like, so what? So what?
I agree.
Do you know what I mean? So
agree.
What? People have made such a fuss about it.
A fuss.
Fuss about it, like street parties and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
For a baby, that's, let's just say he's not going to be without, is he?
Good evening to Ruth. Ruth Walker-Shepherd watching from Tenerife. Welcome, Ruth. Welcome to my boy Jenga as well. All I got to say about the new Prince, yeah, this is what's funny. At the moment, I don't think they've named him. And I was listening to the news and they were saying, these are the names that are up for the candidate names, yeah? Albert, Philip, Frederick. Now, those are the hottest picked names. Now, what I've got to say, yeah, is the royal family are keeping names like that alive because who gives those names to their children in 2018?
Arthur.
And Arthur, yeah, I think Arthur, yeah. But who names their children these names?
I don't know.
I don't know. Nobody in it.
Oh no! But then maybe that's why they're naming them because nobody uses those names.
Maybe.
Because Arthur, when I hear the name Arthur, I just think of that cartoon character.
Just think, man, that you is never gonna have to go to work.
Nah, never.
No.
Well, he might have to
as long as you're alive and you're working, Barnett, that you's never gonna have to go to work. He's nice, bro. Oh well, yeah. So that's happened. All right, let's move on swiftly from that.
Patrick said they should name the baby Ross Barnett Windsor.
Yo, I think that would be a good name.
Let's just say.
I think they should just call you Tyrone. I just think that would be sick, innit? Do you know what as well? Yeah, I have got to say, yeah, this whole Harry Meghan Markle thing. I know the wedding's coming up, right? I don't know. I was looking at the news today, and I just thought, I like it now. Like, at first, I was like, oh, yeah, like, they probably are related anyway. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, he has got a mixed-race missus, innit? Like, I just kind of look at it like, actually, yeah, like, I kind of like that still.
He's rebelling like his mum.
I kind of like, I don't even know, I wouldn't even, why does he have to be a rebel to have a mixed-race girl, though?
Because it's out of the bloodline.
I know, but that shouldn't even be described.
No, but
it's
out of the bloodline. That's the whole thing.
But is it though? They probably are cousins, bro.
Nah. Well, then everyone's flipping related somehow, innit?
All the royals are related
in the world. Yeah.
All the royals are related.
They are, yeah.
But anyway, I'm just saying, I'm not mad at them. So yeah, they're doing their thing. All right, look, couple more things we're going to talk about. And actually, this kind of links on to. There's a bit of a theme here. I don't know what I was thinking when I was putting together the agenda for this week's show. But I just want to ask a question around white pride.
Yeah.
Why is it frowned upon? You know, like it was St. George's Day on Monday. There was a lot of conversation around, you know, there are a lot of white people who perhaps feel uncomfortable that they're proud to be British and proud to be white. And I just wanted to ask, like, you know, what do you think about it, and why do you think it's frowned upon, and is it frowned upon?
I think it is frowned upon by loads of people because of the groups like First Britain, EDL, all these other radical groups who go around preaching hate against all these different religions, all people of colour. And when they do this, they're carrying the St. George flag. Yeah. That's why. I mean, a lot of councils have banned people from hanging England flags or St. George flags in their front windows when England are playing in the World Cup.
That's crazy.
Which I don't think they should. I think they should be allowed to do that.
Of course they should be able to.
Because if you go to St. Paul's over festival, everyone's got Jamaican flags hanging out of their windows. It's not offending anyone. Do you know what I mean? If someone put a St. George flag up in St. Paul's, I don't think it would offend anyone.
I don't think it would either.
Do you know what I mean? It's a multicultural country now. I think people just gotta be respectful and let people celebrate what they want to celebrate. But this is my thing. English people celebrate St. Patrick's Day more than they do St. George.
What? Because they want to have a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, salute to the Irish amongst us, innit? St. Paddy's Day, it's a good day, but I think that I don't think that white pride should be frowned upon. Like, I just feel like whatever your nationality, your race, or ethnicity, culture, you should celebrate it. And again, like going back to some of the other points that have been made earlier on in this show, it really annoys me when a group of people look at another group of people and say, yeah, but we've got our own issues. Like, everyone's got issues, but just respect people's right to be proud of who they are. I know people who would describe themselves as proud to be white, and they're cool with me. They don't dislike me because I'm not the same as them. Why shouldn't people have pride in who they are? I think everyone should have pride and just have respect for one another. Do you know what I'm saying, Barney?
Yeah, I understand. That's fine. like I said, me or you, we would not be offended if we seen a St. George flag. We won't be offended if we seen a Chinese flag. Why is it? It is just the St. George, but that's only because, like I said, the EDL and other people use those flags to go on their little marches of race hate, and that's the reason why. It's the same as if flipping. Let me pick a country. Pick a country for me.
Indonesia.
Indonesia came around with a flag, like basically shouting, flipping racial things or whatever, hate things against the English people. You can't judge that flag for that small little group of people.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
All right, buddy. All right, look. Last thing we're going to talk about before we go to this break, and stay tuned, folks. We got the FuchaMan coming up. So China. Next, we go over to China. So China have announced, and I don't even know how new this is, but according to CBS News, China is rolling out high-tech plans to give its 1.4 billion citizens a personal score based on how they behave. Yeah. But there are consequences if the score gets too low. And for some, that's a cause of concern. When Liu Hu, I swear that's what it says, yeah? When Liu Hu recently tried to book a flight, he was told he was banned from flying because he's on a list of unworthy people. So basically, yeah, the topic is China are introducing a social score. So don't worry about your credit score. If you're deemed as an untrustworthy person because you don't conduct yourself a certain way, China's basically making your life a little bit more difficult than perhaps it would have been otherwise. Barnett, what are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts are this must be new, because our close friend Lam Chow would have not been allowed out of the country if he went there. But yeah, that's quite
if that was the system in the UK,
quite strict
with our culture, right? And I'm talking about British culture. How many people do you think would like be on the untrustworthy list, bruv?
Probably 98% of them.
I reckon a lot, bruv.
Probably all of them, actually.
I reckon
all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. That's a crazy.
Nah, not all of them. Not everybody.
Everybody.
Nah.
Everybody.
We have got a lot of like civilized people, but we have also got.
We don't know what they're doing behind the doors. When they come out of sight.
Yeah. Okay. But I just think it's funny. I've been to China, and I found it like to be very orderly. Like when I went there, it just seemed really like
normal.
I didn't see no. Yeah, I didn't see no. Like. I didn't see anybody.
Disturbance.
No disturbance.
It was like watching. It was like being with ants.
Everything
was
controlled.
in order.
Yeah, it was controlled. And I'm talking about you're in certain spaces, bruv, where there are thousands of people just moving about, but like
ants.
Massive spaces, right?
Like ants.
Maybe like ants. But basically, you're in these massive spaces. People are walking around, and it just seemed really orderly. Like, really... Now, obviously, there's stuff that's going on behind the scenes. But, I don't know. I mean, maybe people's impression of the UK is like that. I don't know. But I feel like if you go to town on a Wednesday afternoon, you might see somebody doing something booky. You might... I don't know. I just feel like... Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you'll see a lot of people doing booky things just walking through Broadmead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't get that sense. I didn't get that sense when I was there. So,
China's like some videos that I've watched of China are a bit funny. Like, I sometimes see like guys beating up police officers and stuff, and the police officers like not taking out truncheons and trying to beat them or shoot them on.
Hold on, what?
Yes,
you've seen the video of people in China,
yeah,
beating up the police.
Yes. And basically, the police just try and restrain the guy.
Are you sure it was the police, bro? Because they've got where I went to in Guangzhou, yeah, they had like wardens on the street. They're not police, so they have uniforms on.
Yeah,
that was probably who it was, bro.
They had sticks and everything.
Yeah,
they have sticks.
Oh, yeah, the wardens probably have sticks, but I'm sure the police
this guy was beating up the wardens and
was he getting the better
kicking
of them?
Yeah.
Nah, that weren't the police, bro. It can't have been.
He was kicking them and everything, and like, fucking hell.
Is it?
Yeah. And I was a bit worried. I'm thinking, I don't want to go China now. These guys haven't got it under control over there.
Nah, China's proper still. China's proper.
Nah, but going back to what you were saying,
the social scores.
How does that work then? Is that just from them watching them, or is there a point system from work? Do their managers get to deduct points? Do their wives get to deduct points if they don't perform in bed? Do their kids get to deduct points if the dad's not giving them enough pocket money or enough time or pushing them hard enough on the swing? How does it work?
Wow. Listen.
How does it work?
Apparently this Lou Hugh guy, yeah? Shout out to Lou Hugh, innit? He said, I can't buy property. My child can't go to a private school. You feel you're being controlled by the list all the time. And the list is now getting longer as every Chinese citizen is being assigned a social credit score, a fluctuating rating based on a range of behaviors. It's believed that community service and buying Chinese-made products can raise your score. Fraud, tax evasion, and smoking in non-smoking areas can drop it.
Wow.
And they're basically putting in cameras in it. This is what they're talking about. So they're putting all of these surveillance cameras in, so CCTV state, which really we kind of live in that anyway.
Yeah.
And that's how they're going to enforce these things, bro. So there's just cameras watching you all the time. Don't be trying to take no piss in public. Don't be trying to smoke where you're not supposed to smoke. It's going to get noted.
Wow.
And you might try book a holiday and get told that you can't basically go on
Once
the flight.
you bought your ticket as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wonder if you get your money back, though.
Nah.
Do you reckon there's no money? Nah, serious. What would you do? What would you do if you booked the flight and then when you went to get on, they said, nah, your social score is too low, you can't fly?
Let's just say I've watched Meals on Wheels, innit? That's all I've got to say. I've watched Meals on Wheels, so I'm getting on that flight.
Salute to Jackie Chan, man.
Yeah.
Salute to Jackie Chan. All right, well,
Wow.
Madness. All right, peeps, listen, we're going to take a quick break. You're still in tune to the Ross Barnett Show. When we come back, we're going to have the man like the FuchaMan in the building. We're going to be finding out what's going on in his world, so stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute, yeah?
Peace.
Baby Bundle Boutique specialise in providing a variety of baby essentials creatively arranged for that perfect gift with a difference. From cakes to castles, vests to pram shoes, as well as our bespoke encrusting service, we have the ideal gift to welcome baby into the world.
Oh, we're live. Right. Welcome back to the Ross Barnett Show. Big up to man like Benny for telling us that we're live.
The advert skipped, man.
Yeah, the advert skipped. Okay. Well, look, folks, man. Welcome back to the Ross Barnett Show. I'd like to introduce to you this week's guest, none other than the FuchaMan.
Greetings, brother.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah, man, thank you, man. It's a pleasure, it's all mine. You know?
Yeah, it's nice.
Man,
It's
I
nice
love
to
the
have you.
vibes, and I love how you all operate on your ship. You know what I mean? So
Respect.
nice to come on board, you know?
Yeah, man. So
Yeah, man.
it's been a bit of a whirlwind time for you right now, bro. Your stock is high right now, blood.
True, yeah. I've been getting a lot of love, you know?
Yeah, so much love.
So much love. yeah. Big up, plug that in there. Yeah, man, so much love. Big up to everybody that has been supporting the So Much Love challenge. Started off by a young star called Alfie Haley, you know?
Okay.
From over and down and
Okay. Well, we're gonna come onto that, and I think we got a message from Alfie that we're gonna be playing in a little while's time. But first off, man, like just tell our viewers, like, who is the FuchaMan?
Well, FuchaMan, little boy born and raised in the hills of Jamaica, you know? Little village called Middle Buxton, way up in the hills in Jamaica and St. Ann.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, travel from there. Always been a big fan and lover of music from a really young age. Singing in church and little street dances and things as I get older, you know? Yeah, so over the years I've, like I said, followed a lot of sound system and things and got dreams and aspiration of doing the best I can musically.
Yeah.
And, still nowhere close to where I want to be yet, but, I had a few lucks here and there and get to perform with some high-profile people that I admire, really, and things. And still on the journey right now, trying to push as hard as I can, really, taking music as far as I can, as far as possible, really. But, most of my music, 98% of it is all about uplifting people and the roads I travel and my views as I see it,
Yeah, okay.
Difficult times.
Okay, how long ago, how old were you don't even matter how old you were. How long ago did you leave Jamaica?
2002,
Oh, so you came here during the good times.
Yeah. Come, I missed the wind rush, is that what they call it?
Yeah. You missed the wind rush. You missed it still. You missed it by a couple years.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who were your like you mentioned sound system? I'm sure like from that area, like St. Anne's is like it's Bass Odyssey turf, isn't it?
Yeah, man, Bass Odyssey, man. But I kind of like more output sound is from there, which was owned by my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah. So output sound was like the first big sound system that I get a microphone around still. Yeah, and that was like some really young age. I'm talking about 12, 13.
Wow, early.
Yeah, man, school boy, Yeah, and bass of this selector Squingy while I was still a teenager, bless his soul, Squingy was one of the first selector that really kind of made me start to believe in myself, because Squingy I used to go to a place called Chase nightclub in Alexandria. Yeah, as a teenager and perform, and Squingy most nights used to be there mixing the artists, and he used to give me a lot of respect,
Okay.
Yeah, man, he used to big me up a lot. So for me, as a teenager, I would listen to Squingy and Bass Odyssey and cassette tape, From
Yeah.
So you go back far, innit?
Yeah, man.
Cassette tape. Listening to Squingy and the cassette tape, them, and Squingy is playing the biggest and the greatest reggae artists in the world,
Yeah.
To be telling me that, yes, you are talented, that give me a lot of confidence, really, and make me really want to push hard,
Yeah.
Who was your growing up? Who was your musical inspirations apart from man like Squidgy?
Well, I want to tell you, one of my greatest artists that inspire me most is Bob Marley. But I think that also influenced highly because of my dad. Because when I was growing up, my dad loved Bob Marley so much and would play almost nothing but Bob Marley, that even to this day I still call him Bob Marley.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So Bob Marley, to me, growing up, Bob Marley wasn't really about the song that is on the mainstream, where people listening to the Three Little Birds and No Man a Cry, One Love and them thing, Bob Marley, to me, was coming in from the coal and Small Hacks and Africa Unite and those things, Yeah, man, those are the kind of Bob Marley that kind of touch your soul, because right now, it's not about cheese and get people to sing along, it's about representing real life as it is,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so as I grow up, I still was always into listening to the Buju Banton and Capleton and Sizzler and all of them guys there, Anthony B. That's my kind of feel, because I'm not really a great lover of music where people is saying, girl, broke out and skin out this and
the Crutches Morning talk, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not really a great lover of that kind of music still, because I kind of feel like sometimes it's a bit empty,
Yeah.
Yeah. because I don't feel like that express anything that I am feeling as a person and life as I see it, you know? Yeah, so certain kind of things should be left in the bedroom still. That's you know what I mean? I don't mind they broke out something, but it must not be nice straight like that. I don't really dance still, but I also appreciate and respect that people have their own views and opinion and do what they see best, and you know, people enjoy what they enjoy. Yeah, for real. But for me, that's why I call the Rastaman them name, because they're the ones that inspire me, you know? Yeah.
What do you think about Chronics? You feeling Chronics?
Yeah, man, Chronics is good, man. Yeah. Chronics is heavy. I think one of the reasons why Chronics is so big, you know, it's not even just the fact that Chronics is talented and have a really nice voice. I think the reason why Chronics is so big is because what Chronics bring back to reggae music is what I've been missing from reggae music for quite some time.
Definitely.
You understand? Because what reggae music was watered down badly and still is to a certain extent right now. Watered down. And I think Chronics bring back that authentic sound there and bring back, you know, something which party is singing about how we feel. Yeah. Really, more than what he think people want to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As he said in one of his songs, he's not doing it for the likes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people end up singing a lot of songs because they want the likes.
Just the popularity, the quick. Yeah, man, it's feel-good music, man. It's feel-good music.
True. Representation of life as we know it.
Yeah.
Really, so I see Chronic's music.
So how do you describe your sound?
Well, my thing, as I was saying earlier as well, is the same thing I like to sing about. My views and the way I see the world as a whole, and, you know, people behavior and my personal struggle that I go through and thing. And, you know, I'm not one of those people who sing about hard life and don't know nothing about it. So when I sing about the struggle and thing, it is something that is real to me, you know. It's not really about, you know, it's a way for me to express myself and my views, really. Yeah. Because I was also one of them youths who grew up in Jamaica, go to bed hungry many nights. My mother and father try everything they can, but sometimes things was really tough as well, you know. So I know what hungry hard life is, and I know what it is to have a pair of shoes where every time it rip, your mom take it back to the shoemaker and stitch it, you know. Yeah, man, occasionally I'll come back, the shoemaker don't even have a next black piece of leather, so I put a piece of brown one on it. And your mother just use all some dye and dye it up, you know. And dye that brown piece of leather black, you know. But you know, if rain fall, it's going to look purple. So,
nah, you got
to
respect that, man.
So because of that, I got to stay humble and remember where I'm coming from all the time. And that's why most of my music here, I'm always talking about Middle Buxton, you know. Yeah. Middle Buxton, in the hills of Jamaica. That's where I come from, up in the hills of Middle Buxton. I like to big up Middle Buxton people. Yeah. Because despite of everything that I achieved and done, it's all started out right there. You know what I mean?
I think it's amazing how many people overcome the struggle, you know, various different struggles to go on to achieve great things, man. So I respect that still.
Determination and hard work, man. It depends on how much you want something, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I remember when I first became acquainted with your name. Yeah. And that was last year at the MMG Awards. So Wiser, big up to Wiser, Wiser. He was basically up for an award along with yourself because he directed a music video for you, yeah?
True, yeah. There's a video, FuchaMan featuring Tipper Irie, the legend.
Okay. Big up to Tipper, yeah.
Song called Hot Girls, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, man. You know, when I first saw your name as well, bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody thought it was.
Yeah, I thought it said something else.
Everybody said like, yeah. I even get, you know, my brethren. So much people say, "What you call yourself, FuchaMan?"
Yeah, that's what I thought, bro.
No, man, it's a FuchaMan, man. Like from the bush, you know. Because when you come from Jamaica up in the hills, you know, your accent different from people that live in Kingston.
Yeah,
you know?
Town people, innit?
Yeah. When you come from the hills, man, we don't say future. It's a future.
Yeah, okay.
Future, the future bush, you know? Future. So, the FuchaMan, you know? Because before it used to be spelled F-U-T-U-R-M-A-N, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. And then circumstances turn out so a guy in America have the same name there as well.
What, Future, the rapper Future?
No, it wasn't even, nobody even know him yet. Man.
Oh, okay.
Not in the UK anyway. You know what I mean? I got this name since I was a youth, you know?
Right, okay.
Yeah, I was a teenager when I got this name still.
Why did they give you the name?
Well, it's not much of an exciting story still, but basically there was a girl that lived down the road from my house. You know how it is in Jamaica. A girl always involved in everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, this girl, I'm not going to call her name still because she's on my Facebook as well.
Right.
You know you are.
Yeah.
He's going to know who she is though. Okay.
So basically now, this guy called Vril see me talking to her one day down at her nan's gate in the evening, and we used to have like outside just on the beginning of the street where my nan lived, where I grew up. Used to have a shop there where we play bingo and dominoes and things in the evening time, gather around, So he walked past me there talking to the girl. Now, I don't know if I had said something about the future or whatever, but however, I went up there and he was telling everybody, because I was a bit popular in my community because I'm quite outgoing growing up and everybody knew me for singing from a young age.
Okay.
So when I go there, he was quite happy to tell people that he heard me telling the girl that in the future I'm going to be wearing Clark's boot, in the future I'm going to do this. And he was just repeating in the future after everything he said.
Yeah.
Really, he wound me up a bit, to be honest with you at the time. Because everybody else was having a good laugh at my expense.
Yeah.
And then the next day now, their daughter that lived right at the same house that the shop is her mom's shop. See me the next day and start calling me FuchaMan, and her brother was like, what you calling him FuchaMan? And she explained, and then after that everybody started calling me Future and FuchaMan.
Okay.
It kind of get stuck on me,
No, but that's
a decent
way to get the name though.
Yeah. Well, it's not the worst way you could get the name.
Of course,
still, but,
of course.
So that's how it is. I bet neither me or them didn't know that name would actually going across the world one day, really. None of us had any idea. At that time, it was just a dream to even like travel to other countries to perform and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
So you performed at the This Is boxing event that me and Ro were at.
Yeah.
It was mad that me and Ro signing loads of autographs. I was tired with it, fed up of
Celebrity
it.
finger
Fed up of it. Photos, everything. The guy from Boom Storage Wars was there.
Yeah.
But how did you find your performance with Alfie on the stage in front of the London crowd?
Yeah, it was incredible. It was a feeling that right now I think was too short.
Yeah.
When I say it was short, I feel the buzz all the way back to Bristol still. So, you know what I mean? And little Alfie was amazing as well, man. He's such a brave.
He just looked comfortable.
He's brave, man. He's brave. I was talking to him backstage, like checking he's all right and thing, and he was saying he was a bit nervous, but I just explained to him that actually, you got this. You've been on stage all the time, well, in the ring all the time, in front of a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was only Friday night I watched him at boxing and he won,
Yeah.
So, but by the time we went out, they said to me, we was backstage waiting to go out, and he said to me, I'm going to go out there doing my boxing move. I'm like, why not? You're boxing and you're a boxer. You got all the technique and stuff. Certainly am not going to attempt that, you know what I mean? But so he went out there doing that, and it was...
it went good.
It was incredible. It was good.
Natural.
I just saw a picture popped up on your screen. I want to clear that picture is no longer valid. There's a guy in it called Dub Invasion that is no longer part of the project. So if anybody listening, don't worry about that picture that you just
okay.
It's my bad still. I should have informed the producer, but you know what I mean? I just saw it. But
no problem. So how did... So obviously we got the So Much Love challenge. How did that all come about? Like what was the start of that, and how did you and Alfie link up?
Well, you see, originally that song was recorded a few years ago,
Okay.
Yeah, with a different producer. But it's like, long story short, Alfie's dad went to see the producer and was listening to some of the song the producer that he haven't released. So, I had it for a long time. And Alfie's dad just loved this song and asked for a copy of it.
Right.
And then Alfie fell in love with the song as well. And Daddy, was impressed with the way he was singing the song and thought he'd film it and upload it to the internet. And I saw it, I just came back off for a long journey driving from Kent for about 4 hours.
Yeah, Kent's
and
far.
I'm like, couldn't wait. I was so excited when I finally reached in my house, man. I was glad to sit down,
Yeah.
And it's the first thing, pop-up notification I get, and I said, what? this youth is bad.
Yeah.
This is sick, man. You know what I mean? So immediately I messaged and said, like, because I think they uploaded it and tagged me on Instagram.
Okay.
So I messaged and I said, this is amazing. Can you send me it on WhatsApp, please, so I can upload it too?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he replied, because at this point I've never met him yet.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So he said, his mom was gonna send it to me, which he did, and I uploaded to the Instagram and Facebook and all these things, and it started going like rocket. I'm like, whoa! Everybody is like going crazy about it, but I was literally on my way to Jamaica.
Right.
So I was going to Jamaica like a couple of days later, but it's already got a few thousand views in no time. I'm like, whoa, this is nice. I was quite impressed, but I didn't think of the impact it was going to make.
Yeah.
But by the time I get to Jamaica, everybody was talking about it in Jamaica.
Wow.
I was like, what? And then I started getting phone calls and messages from the UK and like different places, and like look on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, everything is just getting a lot more followers. YouTube, everything is getting a lot more followers. And I'm like, wow, this look like it's really getting serious.
Yeah.
But I tell you, one of the things that impressed me most is, about it at that time, flying back from Jamaica a couple of weeks later, and I heard these ladies behind me and my friend that was traveling talking about, have you seen this little white youth singing this Rastafari song?
Yeah.
And my friend took me and said, listen to that. And then they all started talking about, they've seen it in Jamaica.
Wow.
So my friend went, oh, that's his song. And they were like, oh, no. So then they were like, sing it, let me hear it. I said, like, I never refused to sing it. I started singing it, and they're like, all of them wait, let me get my phone out. Now we got all of this bunch of people in the airplane with me and my mate. They're singing the song and filming me on their phone.
Yeah.
So like the air hostess came out and said, sorry, this is a night flight, guys.
You got to pipe down, yeah. You got to
Yeah,
pipe
you got
down.
to pipe down. The people trying to sleep, and they got a bunch of people. I was like, I would say I was on cloud 9, but I think I was above it, too high. I was.
I can imagine, man. That must be amazing.
It was an incredible feeling for me to like see people on the plane, so much people that I've never met, like randomly talking about the song.
Yeah.
Thinking that's like a coincidence and a half.
Okay.
Oh, that's a clip that.
Yeah.
That's a clip that went
All right,
viral.
guys, hold on. We're gonna play a clip from Alfie. Just tune into this.
Rastafari love, Rastafari give us so much love. Blessings are poured like rain from above. King Selassie give us so much love. Can't stop Rastafari love. Rastafari give us so much love. Blessings are poured like rain from above. King Selassie give us so much love. Give thanks.
Dub Invasion, FuchaMan, featuring Alfie.
Big shout out to the Ross Barnett show. I would have really enjoyed going on there tonight, but as you know, I'm only 10 and I got school tomorrow and I'm going to boxing tonight, and we got the music video coming out soon. On the 29th of April, so much love. Tell your friend to tell their friend to tell their friend to tell their friend. So much love is coming out. Peace out. Big shout out to the Ross Barnett.
Yeah. We're back, yeah?
Yo, big up Alfie, yeah?
Yeah, man, legendary Alfie, that man.
Big up Alfie. Big up to Matt as well, his dad, and big up to his mum as well, man.
Yeah, man.
Big up.
Level cut family, you know.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so it just happened quite quickly. Like I said, you didn't know him beforehand.
No, I met him when I came back from Jamaica.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to meet him and his family, you know.
And that was only a few weeks ago. This all happened,
Yeah,
right?
man, literally only a few weeks ago. And within like less than 3 weeks, he got over 4.5 million. Sorry, say that again.
Someone messaged me and asked me what is your song name. They want to look it up.
Oh, this song is called "So Much Love." It's out. It's out on it's out on Sunday, the 29th. You can pre-order it from iTunes and things like that from Friday though, but it's actually going live on Sunday for download.
Okay.
You know.
So the So Much Love challenge, obviously, it then went from just Alfie doing it to
hundreds of people
from
around the world.
So was that your idea, or how did that happen?
That was Alfie's and his friends' idea. A lot of people start doing it, so that's all down to Alfie and his friends. And then I get people to do it, and I asked a few people to do it as well, to just take part advertising it and stuff like that. And luckily I got some amazing people in the business to part in it. You know, people like General Levy, Tipper Hyrie, Jack Garvey, Blackout J.A., Jamie Hyrie, Cardinal, Titolo. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to start calling out people.
Scarboy did one as well.
Scarboy, yeah. There's like so many people. I don't even want to like start calling names too much because I'm gonna offend a whole lot of people.
Yeah, you can't make everyone happy.
Big up to everybody who took part though, and for who is about to take part.
Yeah. Nah, it was good. When I first saw that video of Alfie, I saw it on Instagram and it was on someone random's profile. Like it wasn't nobody from. It was someone who's like well known.
Yeah, I
think I saw it on Mikkel Wright, the bodybuilder.
Yeah, no,
I'm sure his name's Mikkel Wright. I saw it on his
I seen it on someone's Instagram from America.
Yeah. It was on Rastafari TV in America. I heard that one of them ones in America got more than 1 million views, and one of them as well. I know it was on Grime Daily.
Yeah.
And quite a few different things, man. Like, let's look at one of the things like when I came back, and this person, I couldn't tell exactly how much views it had on there.
Yeah.
But all I know, it was like an impressive amount of sharing stuff, over 12,000 shares on that one video there. Wow. So I was thinking, at the time I think to myself, okay, so this one got this person have 200,000 views and it's only 6,000 people play. But my man got like 12,000 share.
Yeah.
So if this one got 6,000 share and he got 200 and how much is he got?
Crazy,
yeah.
You know numbers.
It's crazy, man. But then then they pick up the figures and they stopped counting about 2.5 million.
Right. Okay.
So 4.5 million, I think. Is it? Yeah, I think 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. That was the number I heard.
I think it's way over that.
4.5 million views. Yeah.
Collectively, if you look at everybody else's that's been showing it on their social media, I think it's way over 4.5.
It is, yeah. And it's been going every single day as well. Every day I still get it. Also as well, I want to let people know as well, because I see Shane, my band manager, is mentioning about our gig this weekend. Me and my band, the FuchaMan and the Fireblaze band, will be playing at the Thunderbolt and Bath Road this Friday night.
Okay.
Starting 7 o'clock. It's very cheap as well, only £5 to get in.
Okay.
Alfie is doing a guest appearance as well, so me and Alfie is going to play the song live for the first time.
Wow.
This is a preview, we're going to premiere the song.
Yeah.
And Alfie is premiering it at our gig this Friday night.
Wicked.
So people...
The Thunderbolt is if you come in from Temple Meads, it's on the right hand side, isn't it? When you're coming down.
If you're coming down. Yeah. But if you're going up from Temple Mead at that traffic light, you bear off left.
Left, yeah, and then
you got like the bus lane down there, and it's on the right down
there. Yeah.
Opposite the bridge kind of thing.
Yeah. So peeps, if you're about, man, Friday it's going down. So say you said that obviously it was a tune that Matty heard just like in the studio. So why was there plans to bring that song out before, or was it just a song that you didn't really think was gonna?
Well, I did this song. I won't really write a song that I don't think worth releasing, because I don't want my name on it. So I put a lot of love into making that song.
Right.
It's another one of the things that I was feeling.
Yeah.
I wrote that song when I was like going through some tough time, and I'm thinking that Jah will never leave or forsake. You know, if you have Jah love, you have everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying you can't stop Rastafari love. You know. Yeah, so that's why I wrote that song. So anyway, in reality, it's like the guy who had it for nearly 3 years and didn't do anything with it, you know.
Right, okay.
Because Matt went there and loved it. Because even the last time when I spoke to the producer, he have a different song that he rated more and wanted to use to launch his label.
Right, okay.
You understand? So without going into it too much now, when the song went viral, he decided to drop the one that he was going to release first.
Right.
To release this one. But unfortunately, sometimes people can make greed and ego overtake reality.
Okay.
You understand? And it reached to a stage which broke me out because I didn't enjoy it one bit at all. I spoke to so much people about it, but the guy make it so difficult and leave no choice but for me to actually walk away from him and get a different producer to produce it.
Okay.
You understand?
Well,
so
stuff happens.
I just want people to know that that's the case, really. You know what I mean? And that I didn't take that lightly still, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't take that lightly because as musician to musician, I was very patient and everything I could to make sure we work with it. But it was impossible, and I realized that it wasn't going to work, you know.
Yeah.
Because the producer was even doing things like telling me that he don't want it to go to small radios like FuchaMan radios first. He wanted to play on Radio 1 and 1 extra first. And these nonsense. Well, we will never agree on that because I'm a kind of person who respect all of the local radio them because that's where I get more support from.
Yeah.
You understand? FuchaMan Radio and BCFM and all of the local radios them has always given me a lot more support. I can count on my one and the amount of time I get play on mainstream radio, you know.
Yeah.
That means I'm looking out for the local people them that always look out for me.
Yeah.
So those kind of things didn't sit right with me, and then he want me to, any radio station I'm going to send the song to, I must make him know and email him to inform him that I send the song to that. I released 4 albums, you know, EPs and many singles over the world with different record labels. And every single producer I work with always want me to help them push the song to any and every radio and every club DJ and sound system DJ. I never have one man who is telling me that he don't want a local radio play the song.
Yeah, that don't make
sense. And all
sense.
these things. And I need him permission to send out my song.
Yeah.
I said the thing don't work like that. So unfortunately, we have to just move on from it because, you see, I kind of understand that in life, if something is not working, it's just not working. No matter how hard you try, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Nah, you got to respect that, man.
So after this single's going to be released this Friday. No, you could pre-order on Friday.
Pre-order on Friday, but release on Sunday.
And release on Sunday. What are your plans for after you've released this? Is there gonna be an album, or are you just gonna be doing these?
Well, you see, in reality, I just think that when you do these things after the experience I have with music over the years, you know, we can't really look too far ahead. First, we got to do everything we can to make sure that this song is a success. You know?
You're the future man now.
Yeah, man, but I'm not looking forward, you know. I'm just saying that we got to take things step by step and balance it and see how it works. Because the sky, my limit is beyond the sky. But at the same time, I have to be realistic about certain things. You understand? Yeah, so this song is a great opportunity has arrived, mainly because of young Alfie. So give thanks to Alfie and his family, and you know? Yeah, so we have to embrace that and appreciate and accept the support that we are getting from the people around the world that has been asking for it and things. So we got to just do this and send it to as much radio and try to get as much attention with it as possible.
Yeah.
Because, you know, this song, you know, is also, you know, about the situation that has been happening, not just in the UK, but all over the world constantly. There's a lot of bad mind, envy and grudge and a lot of innocent killing and all these things, you know what I mean? But righteousness will prevail. So that's what the song is about, you know? Okay. Yeah, man, despite of all of the hard times and tribulation that we are feeling, which we feel on a daily basis, unfortunately, you know, righteousness and love will prevail. And you can tell by the reaction of the people around the world, pardon me, that's listening to this song and how much they love it, that something is missing and we think that's love that is missing. You understand? Because for a roots reggae song to go viral and go so big as well, you know, and people love the song too, you know.
Yeah.
You know that people know that something got to give, and it's time when people start to think positively and, you know, embrace something that is conscious. So
it's a feeling, isn't it? It's a feeling, man. I love music that gives you a feeling and
the good vibe.
Yeah, good feeling.
You know what I mean?
True, man.
I think a lot of music these days, regardless of the genre, like all music makes you feel some way. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's good, bad.
Do you know what? Sorry, Ron, to cut in, but like,
bro.
I say this quite a lot to people. I feel like a lot of music now that people listen to in the charts and things like that, it's not music that somebody's written from the heart. It's just something to write and get out. There's no meaning towards it in the music, and a lot of the music I don't really get nothing from it. The old time music I love because it was taken time. There's probably a few artists out there now that write from the heart, but most of the time it's not.
I refer to that as empty music, you know. But I also appreciate and understand why people embrace it and have it up in and why those songs always make it to the mainstream level. Because you see, the thing we got to understand, everybody is going through some really tough times, and everybody understands the struggle that we face, which we sing about very often. And sometimes people just want to get away from the reality of life. So when they go out in the night time, they want to just go crazy and pretending that what happened at work today didn't happen. So they just sing something about nothing at all and dance with the rhythm, and who taking pill and who smoking and who sniffing and who drinking, doing this, because people is trying to hide from the reality of life, So I think that's the reason why, because in reality sometimes people want to change the scene, because every time when them listen to the song which representing and talking about exactly how hard life is, even though it is telling them to hold their head up, they still feel like, say, boy, it's a remembrance of how tough things is today and what it might be tomorrow as well, So sometimes people want to say, as the people them say in England, let their ear down and just forgot about work today, So that's where the empty music come in now. That's why people love all this, we are the cheeky girl, you are the cheeky boy.
Oh yeah, remember that.
Kentucky Fried Chicken and pizza and all of these nonsense. It's people trying to get away from the reality of life, man. So that's my take on it still,
It makes sense still. It makes sense. Yeah, man. Right, okay. Well, boy, man. I think it's almost that time. Let everybody know, like, your social media where they can connect with you, bro.
Yeah, man. So Instagram at the FuchaMan, please. Yeah, man. Instagram at the FuchaMan, which is DAFUCHAMAN. And the FuchaMan on Facebook, the FuchaMan on Twitter. And please remember to check out So Much Love, the FuchaMan featuring Alfie Ailey, out this Sunday, the 29th of April. And also check out my album From the Hills of Jamaica as well on iTunes, and my album Rise Up, my album Papa Jolly, my album I Am Good Enough, song Fireblaze, all FuchaMan thing. And give thanks to everybody that has been showing their support to me over the years, because without you guys I probably wouldn't be sitting down here now having this conversation, because everything would feel like it's pointless. So big up to everybody that is supporting good music and reggae music in general. That's my music. And yeah, man, and it's a pleasure being on the show here with the two legends them as well.
It's good having you, man.
Thanks for joining us.
Respect, man. It's a real pleasure to come on the show, and hopefully next time you come around. Well, I'm talking myself back on the show, people.
Putting
it down here. I'm talking myself back next time when I come back.
You're welcome.
When I bring Alfie Ailey on the show next time we come back.
Yeah, no problem. And don't forget, people, as well, this Friday at the Thunderbolt, Wells Road, if you want to see the first ever performance of So Much Love by the FuchaMan and Alfie, what time is it,
7 p.m.
7
£5 entry.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Good night out, man.
Yeah, man. The FuchaMan and the Fireblaze band. I got my full 8-piece band there,
Okay.
So you have to come check it out. And I got two of the best female backing vocalists in the UK right now.
Okay.
And both of them are good enough to be solo artists.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You want to shout them out? What's their names?
Yeah, man. So big up to my girls, them in my band. Them call themselves the Sirens,
Okay, the Sirens.
Yeah, so Cher and Kaylee. Big up to Shane, original C-True, the rapper.
Okay.
So my bass player. Steve, which is my guitarist. Luke, keyboard. Ed, the one that the girls them love to love. The drummer. Theodore Burns. Big up Theodore Burns, percussionist as well. And you know it is the FuchaMan, Sicilian and Jolly Boy from the Hills of Jamaica himself. Come out and full jar the love. Also as well on that night, I need to let people know we have Butter Salaman, Cardinal, DJ Bandit, Mad Sam. We have Theodore Byrne doing like a freestyle thing as well on it as well. And we have hosted by Naya from Ujima and BBC Bristol as well.
Big up to Naya.
DJ Bandit on it as well.
I'm Bandit.
And DJ...
Selector Bandit.
Yeah, Selector
that's
Bandit.
Is who you talking about?
Yeah, man. But the next DJ, man, is gonna kill me, It's C2 brother Shane. Apologize to your brother for me because I can never remember his DJ name, and I seen him play before. He's heavy, man. I think I got dementia, man. There's too much things on my mind. But big up to DJ Quinn. We're going to call him DJ Quinn. That's his last name. Okay. Yeah, man. Shane, don't tell him that you see me couldn't remember his name on here, yeah? Because it doesn't look too nice, really. But I'm sure he can forgive me for being so busy. People, respect, man.
Yeah, man.
So much,
Big up for coming
brother,
through, man.
respect,
Thank you.
yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Blessed love.
Been great having you.
Yeah,
so,
man.
peeps, man, there you have it. The FuchaMan. We've already told you, man. Just get in tune. If you haven't peeped the tune already, it's coming out on Sunday. You can pre-order from Friday. He's giving you his social media, so please, peeps, check him out, man. The music's nice. The vibe is nice. Big up to Alfie as well. Big up to Matt. Last couple of things before we just hand over to Barnett to close out the show. Thank you to the crew from the Dirty Bombercast. The show was on Sunday. It was live. We had some good debate talking about various topics, including Maya Jammer's tweets. Boy, there was a lot of different opinion, and the conversation kind of went somewhere where I think at first it wasn't. There wasn't a plan to go there, but it was a great show. So tune in. That's on YouTube on the R&B Podcast Network. What else, man? This Sunday again, every Sunday 9 p.m. the Dirty Bombercast. Tune in, people. Get to know, man. Get to know. It's the most unfiltered show with people that are like you, yeah, and us, just having conversations about things that are going on. So
and it's not politically correct.
Sorry, I know.
No,
I'm really
you remember
sorry,
the name?
I just now I don't remember his name, but I want to let you know the official video for So Much Love is out next week as well. I think it's on Sunday as well. Big up to Walkman Studio for producing and directing it. And it is sponsored by Level Cut. So big up to Level Cut. Alright?
Alright, big up.
I don't want anybody to stone me outside.
Nah, man. You're good.
Also, MMG Awards coming up in July. But if you want to get people voted nominated now, the votes are open now to nominate people for best producer, best music video, best artist, best TV presenter, best entrepreneur, best business, all those things. Go on the MMG website and get nominating now.
Oh, Meek Mill's free as well, guys.
Thanks.
Congratulations to Meek Mill.
Cheers, Meek Mill.
I'm glad that he's free still.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk more about that on Sunday on the Dirty Bombercast, yeah? But for now, go on. Oh, Barnett, you got something else you got to say?
Yeah, no, I got someone asking to big up Steve and Luke.
Yeah, they're from the Fireblaze band. Shane, they're trying to get me in trouble. I have bigged up Steve, the guitarist, and Luke, the keyboard player. They take this thing personal, my band. They take this thing funny at all. Every time I go on a radio interview, anybody didn't hear their name. I committed the ultimate sin one day, which is introduced my entire band and forgot to introduce Cher, one of my female backing vocalists.
Wow, okay.
When I came off stage, I didn't hear the end of it for weeks.
Wow.
So, actually, talking about, we got so Donna, yeah? Shout out to Donna, innit? Donna's one of the cast of the Dirty Bomber cast, and I'm one of our supporters from day. So Donna's highlighting about the young boy Alfie Evans, who he's fighting for his life. I think that the decision has been made that his life support is going to be turned off.
It's been turned off.
It's been turned off?
It's been turned off.
Has he passed?
No, he's breathing, but they're trying to get something from the courts to basically enable him to go to Italy to have the procedure that he needs to have. But at the moment, I don't think it's happening because the British courts are stopping him from doing it. Italy have agreed. They've got a plane there waiting for him to fly him over for him to have the procedure.
Yeah. It's sad. I mean, I don't know much about the story. These stories have happened in the past. We had the case with Asher King. I mean, I know his case was different because he actually wanted to get proton beam therapy over in Europe, and there was a kind of big case where it was like his family kidnapped him, and these things are happening. So yeah, it's really sad to learn about. It's sad to know that apparently the High Court have dismissed their appeal.
Yeah, but the thing is, this topic wasn't put on the show, so we don't know much about it. This is why we haven't been talking about it, because we don't know much about it. We already plan our show to how it's going to go. So, this year, maybe you can talk about it on the Dirty Bombercast, because I don't know what's really happening. I'm just hearing little things here and there from what people are putting up on updates and stuff like that. So I don't really know enough about it to talk about it.
Okay. Well, thanks anyway for that.
That's all right.
And big up to Donna. Donna, we're going to talk about it on Sunday. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Special big up to Ruth as well. Ruth, we see you. Thank you for the support. I hope you enjoyed the show. Everybody else, if this is the first time you've watched, the show is on every Wednesday at 9 p.m. right here on Facebook Live. Please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you again next week. Barnett, over to you to sign out.
Check us out on our Instagram, The Ross Barnett Show. Also, we're on Twitter as well, right?
Yeah, we're on Twitter, yeah.
We're on Twitter as well. The Ross Barnett Show. On Twitter as well. At us. Add us. What else is there? Any emails or any suggestions you would like us to talk about the show previously, please contact us on the Ross Barnett Show at gmail.com.
Yes, correct.
You get me? So anyway, listen. Mike, Levels, yo. Yeah? We good, yeah? Listen. As it comes to the night time and my lips get a little bit looser, I take a look in the corner, look at the producer, and just thank the Lord that we had here today, the FuchaMan. Peace.
Peace.
Scary how that's 11 years ago. To make it out my city, that just seems unbelievable.
Another makes two wrongs. We don't live like that where we grew from.
Popping off, gotta supply the line. I should be writing bars, but can't find the time.
Scary how that's 11 years ago. To make it out my city, that just seems unbelievable.
Another makes two wrongs. We don't live like that where we grew from.
Popping off, gotta supply the line. I should be writing bars, but can't find the time.
In 1968, St. Paul's Festival, which later became St. Paul's Carnival, was set up by the committee. St. Paul's Carnival, one of the most well-attended and vibrant of the city's annual calendar of cultural events, which takes place every first Saturday in July. It is a celebration of African Caribbean culture which has established Bristol's heritage and identity. Over 100,000 people attend this event, and up to 1,000 participants from local schools, communities, groups and stages, sound systems and a wide array of stalls selling food and crafts. Come to St. Paul's Carnival 2015, then please go to our website for more information and updates at www.stpaulscarnival.org.uk.